Unpopular opinion. Home Sweet Home Alone looked pretty good to me when I saw the trailer. Pretty good, not great, but maybe it's because it did capture the feelings I have when I think about Home Alone. Maybe it did because I'm not that much of a Home Alone purist, and I hope I didn't step on your toes there. I'm sorry if I did. I don't know, it's fine if you think this movie looked bad, totally fine. It just looked exactly what it was supposed to be, in my opinion. Even though, yeah, it's pretty much a one-on-one remake, but am I in the right? Is it really that decent? Because I only just saw it, and it's not even a one-on-one remake, really. They tried something different. Hi, fellow Disney Plus watchers. This is Thoughts After a Disney Plus Watch, and I'm glad you're watching the channel that's all about Disney Plus movies and TV shows. Before we begin, I recently opened a merchandise store for the people who might be interested, and there's a one-time special offer. You can get sweaters, t-shirts, mugs, and more now for 15% off. This offer only lasts for 6 days, so take your chance if the stuff you're seeing here interests you at all. I will keep this review fairly spoiler-free. I will discuss some details here and there that are not important or whatever. I can't completely protect you from knowing anything, but this is not really a spoiler review. So Home Sweet Home Alone follows Maxwell Mercer, who encounters two mysterious burglars who are out to retrieve something which they believe was stolen by Max, and the kid mistakes these two for evil people who want to kidnap him, so chaos ensues from there. I'm actually going to start out this review a little differently than I normally do, because I read one little review before I started to collect my own thoughts, because I was curious what was happening on IMDb. And when I opened IMDb, I saw that one person actually wrote out a review. I will use that as a starting off point. It said, as bad as I thought it would be. Why? That's all I kept saying to myself. First off, maybe they could have done a good Home Alone film if it was done right, but no, it was done awful. First off, the kid was awful, the character is so unlikable, what a brat. Let me stop right there. I thought the best thing about this movie, no, it's not a great movie, I will get into all that, it's definitely not a perfect movie, but the kid actor, the main actor, is really charismatic and is the most likable presence in the movie. This kid outplays most of the other characters in terms of acting, acting abilities. He has sensibilities that really stood out to me. I think about his age, it's really clear to me that he was actually pretty great. Next point this person makes. The bandits are not really bandits, they're just stupid people. I disagree wholeheartedly, because here's the thing, this is exactly what's making it stand out a bit. These two characters are actually the main characters. Not per se in terms of screen time, although that would be interesting, it might be debatable. They are the ones we are rooting for, essentially. And that gives this movie more right, way more right to exist, because I didn't love the idea of another Home Alone. Of course not. I am with all of you who are saying, do we really need one more Home Alone? I would say no. This exactly might be the reason they could afford doing another one. They could afford themselves doing this. What this person probably means with stupid people is, and of course totally valid opinion, but what he probably means with stupid people is that they make a lot of silly mistakes and that it's just what kind of movie this is. It didn't really bother me, but yes, it gets slapsticky, but didn't the original get slapsticky also? So I don't know. He continues. The supporting characters are also bad. They tried so hard to be like the original characters. It has nothing to do with the characters, I think. It's totally the setup that is exactly the same, and then how it transpires is different. But I actually think the person who saw this projects this onto, because I can't rhyme this with what I saw. The plot is the worst. There's no character development. Here is my big flaw with the film. No, there isn't really character development. There is a theme of family in this movie. It's really half-assed. That theme is not really brought home. There's not really an arc. Yes, the main character, the little kid, because he's essentially not the main character, he misses his family after a while. First, he's really thrilled, of course, to be home alone, but that's all we got. And yes, the burglars are quite fine characters for me. I liked them, but no, not really a character development. And I would say Ellie Kemper is really an actress. I don't like her work. I really think she acts like she's playing in a theater play with a lot of people in the room. So she acts really big faces. I don't like her acting. So that is also something that holds this movie back. And then he says the effects are so bad too. At night you can't tell it's CGI. Maybe okay. I don't really remember a standout thing, but maybe sometimes it's a little. And the film looks a little bit polished, a little bit bit TV movie, if you will. The traps are also so bad. I don't know, I'm not comparing them with the quality of Home Alone, the original, which is way better. It's still way better. This is subpar, but the traps were enjoyable for me. It just was. I mean, Legos? You'll see. And this person concludes, just an awful film. I disagree. I don't know. I touched on a lot of points because this IMDb comment is the first thing I read. I thought it would be fun to take that as a starting off point because this way I touched on a whole lot of different stuff that I like, that I dislike about the movie. No, I absolutely don't love it. It's a mediocre film. It's a film to pass the time with. It's subpar to Home Alone. Were there funny jokes? Yes, not a lot, but there were definitely some funny jokes. The burglar characters are sympathetic. For a lot of people, that is a problem. That might be a problem, but for me, it wasn't. The main character is really likable, has charisma, and that is important. So I would say it's a 5.5, maybe 6 out of 10. I'm really surprised how much hate this movie is getting. It's currently sitting at a 3.1. I really believe, and everyone's opinion is perfectly valid, I really believe that it is some bias going on. If you compare it to Home Alone, it's a weird product you don't want to even look at for most people. But if you just give it a chance, then it's fine. I'm thinking about wrapping this up. Thank you so much for watching. I'm curious, what did you think of Home Sweet Home Alone? Be sure to let me know in the comment section. Don't forget, if you enjoy the idea of discussing Disney Plus content with us, that red button looks familiar, right? Did you like this video? Then be sure to consider giving that a click. Thanks. For now, have a wonderful day and see ya.